Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. So I wanted to take the time out to talk about this. I'm sorry, you guys, I didn't get a chance to talk about this because there's some other stuff that I'm gonna talk about, some more serious stuff that I'm gonna talk about today. But I want to talk about this situation that happened and looked like it happened in Milwaukee. Yeah, it seemed to be a lot of issues going on in Wisconsin and Milwaukee, at least in that area. Now, there seemed to have been, of course, and I just want to basically break this down because I know people was probably wondering when was I going to talk about this. I just now found out about this. But in case you guys didn't know, there was a 24-year-old man who is, I don't like to use that word, he's challenged. He has a disability. And basically, he was accused of stealing a bike by a older white man. So he tries to call himself containing him by basically putting his hands on his neck and choking him. And they had several witnesses that said, hey, he didn't steal the bike. It wasn't him. So basically, a brother, and thank you to this brother. If you're available, if you want to come on my outlet, you are more than welcome to come on my outlet and have a discussion about this, or anybody that's close to the situation in Milwaukee, you are more than welcome to come on my outlet and have a discussion about this because this needs to stop. Okay. Now, basically, the Milwaukee police department is hesitant to do anything because, one, he falsely accused somebody of stealing a bike, and then he basically assaulted him. But the Milwaukee Police Department is talking about they turning over the investigation to the county. So basically, they're just lagging and dragging their feet because they really don't want to arrest him. But there have been people protesting in front of this man's house. And I don't think this man has yet to issue an apology, which he should. But at the end of the day, I commend that brother for stepping in and basically saying, hey, man, get your hands off of him. And I'm just going to keep it a buck. I can't really say what would have happened if I would have seen that, but it would have been a problem. Because like I said, and this is what I've been talking about, this is just real talk. These motherfuckers is getting too comfortable now. 15, 20 years ago, they never would have tried that. But that's just the state of mind we have where we sit up there letting them get away with that and letting them think they can do stuff like that. You know, these same black people that defend people like him saying the N-word and stuff. Oh, I don't have a problem with it. I do. Those are the type of people. Let me tell you what type of people those dudes are. The people that, defend, non-blacks and whites saying the N-word. These are the same people when you bring up police brutality and what happened with Trayvon Martin and, Michael Brown, they'll say, what about black on black crime? Those are the type of people. Those are the type of people who will bring that kind of shit up. Those type of people. And we need to move them out the way. That took nerve for that dude to have his hands on that young man's neck. He was 24, but he's challenged. I can't really talk how I want to talk because that pissed me off. But thank you to that brother that intervened and told him, take your hands off his neck. Because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Gonna have his hands on that man's neck. He had no business doing that. He had no business putting his hands on that dude. Especially if he didn't have no proof. Real talk. And I haven't heard nothing from this dude issuing an apology to that man for falsely accusing him of taking a bike. And of course, the police department is straddling the fence, don't want to do nothing. And they was trying to protect this man's identification too, but people found out who he was. And they found out where he lived. And they've been protesting in front of his house. And keep in mind, Wisconsin is a open carry state. so, so, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. But you know what I'm saying? Props to the brother that intervened, man, and basically saw that was out of pocket. But yeah, man, they getting a little too comfortable now. Like I said, 15 years ago, they wouldn't have tried no shit like that. But that's real talk. That's the weak mental state that we are in as a people now. Real talk. But he should be arrested. Just like that white dude that was sitting up there shoving on that dude that was like riding his bike in the neighborhood, falsely accused him of not belonging there and talking about he shouldn't be there and all that kind of stuff. So you remember that. But anyway, I just had to speak on this. It's your boy Town Biz. I'm out.